Our presentation today is GlobalSubmit Review and You, how to expedite the submission review process. My name is Rachel Bombera. I'm a Regulatory Services Manager here at Certara. I've been working in regulatory operations for about 12 years now, helping different sponsors submit everything from a small amendment to a large original marketing application, and have a lot of experience with the submission review process. So today, I'm going to speak about what the time-saving features are that exist within GlobalSubmit Review, how these features can add efficiency without compromising quality, and how these features can add efficiencies to your overall submission review process. To start off, what is GlobalSubmit Review? Well, it's software that enables review of electronic regulatory submissions, aka ECTD submissions, though it also supports some niche applications. It enables the review of the submission documents, as well as the sequence structure, the full lifecycle history, and the overall ECTD application over time. It has features that improve overall efficiency while also ensuring accuracy and completeness. It's very important that a high quality submission is sent to the different health authorities. GlobalSubmit supports submissions to US FDA, the European Medicines Agency, Health Canada, Swissmedic, and more, particularly as more and more health agencies move to not only implement, but require ECTD format for these different health regulatory submissions. Today, I am going to speak about some of the most time-saving features within GlobalSubmit, and we won't have time to get to all of them, but we're going to start off speaking about something that can definitely help with review of the submission structure, and that is the Lifecycle View. This provides a view of every document ever submitted to the application and shows the full history of that document lifecycle so that anyone can see exactly when a file was replaced or if it was current, if information was ever deleted or appended. And this allows for a cumulative view per module, regardless of when a file was submitted, what the sequence number was, or what the status. So this really gives the most complete view of an application and its history so that it's easily visible what all of the current available information is for a reviewer. It also provides the ability to see unused sections. So, for example, if you do want to see any sections that were not used within the EC structure, those can be turned on using the Show Empty Sections button. And this can be very helpful when reviewing a submission. Say, if you want to see what other sections might be available for placement of a report or other placement for, say, correspondence or labeling type documents. That can easily be seen and checked, but again, the empty sections can be turned off easily as well. And any selected item in the structure or details will show for that item on the right side. So in this example, the investigator's brochure is selected, and it's very easily seen what the naming of that file is and has been, what sequence the different versions were submitted in, as well as the current status and what versions were replaced within this application. Again, very quick view of all of this in the Lifecycle View. So again, it's very quick to show the naming and placement. There's also the ability to switch to different views, such as the current view, which will only show all of the current information, nothing that was replaced. The individual sequence view, which will only show files and sections and in the current. Or you could switch to regulatory activity view. And there's no need to download or refresh the application or load into a separate viewer in order to do this. It's all right there available within GlobalSubmit Review. So it's very efficient. You can toggle between these views without losing your place. The folders will remain open to exactly where you left off. Same if you toggle the view with the empty sections. Again, it will hold your place. No need to reload or download into a separate folder. So this can be very helpful for that submission review and when checking the structure to make sure it's accurate and there's no updates that need to be done. Another great feature that can certainly help improve efficiency when reviewing a sequence is cross-check. This feature provides a direct and accurate means of checking navigation, bookmarks, and links within a document because it allows for side-by-side comparison of the source reference and the destination. So for example, the source document is in the left side of the window, and the destination document is shown on the right. So if there is a reference in the source document to section 712, you can see the destination section 712 immediately on the right side. So it's very easy to compare that reference with the document it's navigating to. The links will also be fully listed at the top so that you can navigate down the list to check each of those links. Any selected link will change to a red box in color so you know that's the reference that's being checked. Also, you can even use your arrow keys to navigate down through the list. So this truly eliminates the need to click back and forth between your source document and the destination. No need to click the back button. No need to try and find where you left off, checking those links, or asking yourself, did it really say 712 or did it say 721 when you're checking? That comparison is right there on your screen already. This can be very important for checking very link-intensive documents. So many files have extensive TOCs with many links. And so again, that side-by-side comparison is very important. Also, there are summaries that are very link-intensive. So having the ability to go down the list and quickly compare the source and the destination can be very helpful. Also, the columns at the top can show additional information such as the source path and the destination path, as well as if the link is broken, inactive, absolute, and more. So this truly allows for customization of the cross-check tool. It allows you to add and remove the columns so that the list works best for you and your needs. And you can sort those columns to immediately see any broken links, or if you're trying to quickly check only external links that were made within a file, you can sort those at the top so that you're only checking those references. The list can also show if there's any blue box links and can be very helpful for finding items such as double links or annotation links that may be very difficult to see otherwise when you're manually scrolling through a document. As a tip, I think it's helpful to have the destination path column showing because sometimes there can be very long references that include the module section as well as the study number, appendix number, the document name. So the destination path can help with checking if that full reference is correct from the module down to the individual document. And then again, in the right-hand pane, you have that destination page showing. No need to click back and forth to check this. Similarly, one of the most time-saving features is live validation. And so immediately upon publishing, the structure of a sequence in GlobalSubmit Review will be color coded so that you are able to see exactly where any validation warnings or errors may be present. So any folder or a file where there's a validation item being flagged will be highlighted in purple or red, and any validation items will show on the error tab for anything selected. So if you select the high-level application folder, you'll be able to see all of the errors for that sequence. I can see in this list that there's a high validation error because a fillable form was not included. Also, that there are some broken hyperlinks that need to be addressed and fixed, and a document with annotations that maybe those annotations were missed during the publishing process and not identified. This information is immediately available in review, and the error codes, as well as the severity warnings, these all directly correspond to health agency validation criteria. So if you do want to investigate one of these items further against the agency's criteria, you can use this information. This also is shown for any item in the submission, so there's no need to wait until the full sequence is ready for review. So this definitely adds efficiency because those validation items are able to be addressed during the publishing process, and it's not necessary to wait until the submission is almost complete in order to validate it. There's also no need to download the full sequence or to load it into another software in order to run a validation report. It's all directly available within the GlobalSubmit publishing and review software. However, if you do want to have a full validation report, say to save into your system or to share with your team in order to review and show them what the validation items are that you're seeing, you can generate that report, or it can be generated in text format or in spreadsheet format so that you can sort it. And if needed, you can even generate a report for the entire application that will include items for every sequence within that application. Now, for older sequences that have already been submitted, it's not necessary to go back and resolve all validation items that may come up on that report. But if you are looking to reuse some of that older information in those reports for another region or another application, it can help you proactively see what validation items may come up as validation criteria is updated over time. So there may be issues in those older reports that weren't an issue at that time, but might be if you try to resubmit those in a new application. Again, this is something that can help add efficiency by allowing for proactive resolution. So these are truly some of the most time-saving features. There are other tools and items available in GlobalSubmit that we don't have time to talk about all of them today, but these items can definitely help you improve the efficiency of your overall process by really eliminating those sort of extra steps that you have in your process. So you can spend time reviewing the critical content, the navigation, and the structure of a submission instead of waiting and downloading the sequence. You can focus on checking link accuracy rather than trying to click back and forth between the source and the destination and trying to find where you left off. This also means that you can identify possible validation items as you go. You don't have to wait until a submission is almost complete and run a validation report on the full sequence. Things can be resolved along the way. So these items, along with the other features that are available in review, can truly give you that confidence that your submission is high quality from every angle, but still allow you to have that efficient review that really is needed and for the timing and meeting deadlines of these submissions. So with that, we still have some time to answer some questions. So I'll check, and it looks like we have a few questions that have come through in the chat. So let's start with, does Crosscheck show link destinations for external references such as websites? So yes, if it is a valid web address, Crosscheck will actually load the website in the right side destination pane. And in the list at the top, the destination would show as the web address. Now, if for any reason that web address isn't a valid working website anymore, it would not load in the right pane, but the destination website would still show in the list at the top. And that's also true if there are active links to email addresses. The email address would show in the list as at the top of Crosscheck. All right, let's take another question. Is there a user guide for how to use these features within GlobalSubmit Review? So yes, there is a user guide, and actually it is available online to refer to, and it explains the different features that are available and can be used. We do also have a PDF version of the user guide that can be provided. Say if you want to download and save that onto your desktop. However, the online user guide is really great to use since it's kept up to date. So if dates or new releases or new information added, that online user guide will always be the most up-to-date version. Looks like we have time for one more question. Does GlobalSubmit Review have a search feature where you can search for a particular document name? Good question. It does have a search feature, and that can also save time. You can type in the name of a document or a particular section, and the search results will bring up any file or section with that word in the name. This can definitely be helpful if you're searching for something such as a literature reference that may have been submitted some time ago, and you may not be sure what module it was submitted in or what sequence. So you can definitely use the search feature to search that name and find that within the results instead of trying to look through the submission folders. Thank you so much for attending today. We hope you enjoyed the presentation. We look forward to collaborating with you in the future. Thank you so much.